Relaxa phela boy. Relax mfana aunt. Yeah. It is very good for the child to have stretching in the morning, and also by doing stretching we're preventing the muscles to become bone. Hi bo matota. Njani? Yeah. Then nazo-ke mfana ka-aunt. Buhlungu na? Buhlungu nana? Buhlungu? Yes, baby. We get training from physio at our nearest clinic. Sizobala ke manje. Sizobala sobabili sinolwando. Angithi ulwando uyakwazi ukubala? Siyabala ke manje. 1 2 3 4 5. High five, high five, high five. Yay! He has improved so much because before he was not pronouncing any words. But now, because we always hear, we implement colors, shapes, numbers. He can mention the number. If you said 4, he can say 4. We support parents to stimulate the children in homes. And we support parents by giving them advice to take their children to the clinic for stretching, to the physio. And also we help them to share about their ideas, about their progress of their children. Different sizes, great ones. What do you see, Felipe? Different colors, attraction of colors, different shapes. I want you now think about this. Imagine that we're talking about disability. What did you notice first? Okay, we see differences easily. Often we see things that are different and we think, oh, that person's different. But it doesn't mean that they're not unique and not a human being. Like these balloons are all still balloons. How will this activity help the community we're working in?
Children are the balloons. They depend on us. If you put more effort to push it, it will become more big. If you put little bit effort, it won't be too big.
Taking this balloon as a disabled child, this balloon to be lifted out, it needed like more hands. If a parent takes the child to school, it doesn't mean that only the teacher should lift the child up. The parent is needed, doctors are needed, if everyone in the community is needed to the development of the child.
I love that number.
There's lots of people that need to be a part of the child's development.
In our community, every time we talk, the only thing that the tribal authorities is all about, it's about development, the community development, they don't touch the issues that are affecting us the most.
There's a lot of fear around disability, around difference. As human beings, we like to try and conform, and like it's a natural thing to want to be similar. And I think there's a lot of fear around, oh, someone's different, and not understanding how to support them also makes people want to shy away from it.
We believe that when you have a child with a disability, you are cursed. When you have a child with disability, it's your mistake.
They will think that if you have a child, we have to lock him in the closed doors and no one have to see him or her.
Disability is not a bad thing only if you know about it, and if you have knowledge about it, and only if you are trained about it. But it is difficult if you know nothing about it, and you will sometimes feel ashamed when you look at the people with disabilities.
Disability is not a disease. If the child have a disability, is not sick, because there is no treatment.
That's even people they have disability, they can learn. We mustn't treat them differently.
Siyakwazi organization. NGO kahle kahle. Basisupporta abantwana abanama special needs ezikoleni.
Umntwana special ntoni ngojani ke?
Okay, umntwana one special need umntwana okhubazekile.
Okay.
Kungaba umntwana mhlambe onenkinga yokungezwa kahle ezindlebeni.
Okay.
Onento nje emphazamisayo ukuthi angafundi. Ngoba thina siyakwazi sithi wonke umntwana kumele afunde. Thina ke siyakwazi sibasupporta labantwana from u0.
Yeah.
Ekhona nje fika namhlanje emhlabeni kuze kube u7 years. Asidluleli ngala 7 years. Into eyenza ukuthi singadluli ngale 7 years sikholelwa ukuthi yila khona umntwana kuselula ukuthi mhlambe uma elulwa angagcina elulama. Uma mhlambe eya kolungiswa amehlo angagcina amehlo wakhe ba right. Uma mhlambe etreat indlebe yakhe engezwa uzogcina eba right. Kodwa inhloso yethu enkulu ukuthi sikhuthaza ukuthi singabavalela abantwana ezindlini abaphuma abantwana bayofunda.
Okay.
Wonke umntwana kumele efundile. Yebo.
Siyakwazi is a community-based organization that supports children with disabilities and barriers to learning.
Siyakwazi, like the meaning of Siyakwazi, like it's we can. It means we can learn. At the time we started to work at Siyakwazi, people didn't know about if the child is disabled, she can learn. And they didn't know that the disability is something that's happening everywhere. So they were like hiding their children because they didn't know that even the children they disabled, but they can still do something or they can learn.
Over the years, Siyakwazi has developed and grown and changed, and so now at the moment we have 3 different programs.
We've got school program, we've got ECD program, and we've got non-center based.
Uzothanda ngimensaje ama-activity amalula ama-colours kanje ngoba ukwazi ukumesha kahle kahle, ukubhala kahle akakwazi kahle i-writing yakhe.
Iyamnceda kakhulu because ama-developments amaningi sesiyawabona through Siyakwazi ngoba bemenzisa bengakwazi ukuhamba ngeenyawo, behamba ngesebenzisa kakhulu unyawo olaka left kodwa mase awasebenzisa unyawo laka right. Bamdlalisa ama-games ahlukene so that azokwazi ukuhlukanisa between ama-games ukuthi le iphi idlalwa kanjani.
Beka ku-brown efanayo beke lapho.
Hayi kona wenza kahle manje ngoba simenzile i-activity yokumesha ama-colours hayi wakwazi ukwamesha kahle ngendlela. Shothi uyazama. Into esashoda kancane ne-speech ukuthi akwazi ukukhuluma nje kahle. Yabunga. Uhamba netherapy nami ngifike la ngimlule ngikwazi ukumjimisa kancane. Ngimhambise nalapha emathayini ngikwazi ukuthi akwazi ukulula imilenze kahle akwazi ukuwalka kahle. Ukuthi ingane ezi-special need ngiyazithanda futhi nezingane ezincane ngiyazithanda kakhulu. Ngifuna ubathenta abazali abamukele ingane yakhe mayidisable bayilethe emankuliseni emakreshi kanje izohlangana nezinye izingane bangahlali beyivalele ingane ngoba sikhona thina ngoba siyakwazi ukuyinakekela ingane yakhe.
There's two aspects of ECD that are quite important that we do. It's the one where we support the child with inclusion who has a disability or a diagnosed disability or a quite obvious barrier to learning. The other side is supporting early learning for all children, that they can all learn holistically, which means as a whole child.
I see the Siyakwazi making difference, especially to my sister Unathi. Siyakwazi started with Unathi in 2014.
Makosi and I were doing home visits the one day together.
We saw Unathi, she was playing by the road.
And I noticed she had Down syndrome because it is noticeable to see that. So we stopped and we thought, oh, let's go find out if they've ever heard of us. So Makosi approached the family and they had never heard of us, Siyakwazi, and so we introduced ourselves and we said, would you like us to support you?
So we started to work with Unathi. At that time we encouraged therapy. We started to visit her at home.
Unathi's mum got more involved and supporting her in a home program, and then she got to the age of 3 and we supported mum to getting her to the local ECD centre. She learned so many things. She started to learn more words from her peers. She was able to go to the toilet by herself at the ECD centre. So just so many significant improvements.
Before she couldn't talk at all. Now she can talk, even though she can't talk properly. But if she's talking, we can understand what she's saying.
She's been included currently in Siyakwazi Primary and doing well with the support of her family and the support of the school and the CSCs are within the school. In schools, we work with grade R children and grade 1 children. And that is quite strategic because we believe in working with children under 7 because of the critical period of brain development within that age. We have catch-up groups in grade R for those children who are possibly going to get left behind. And we also link it to the government's curriculum so that it's applicable, we're relevant in supporting those kids in getting school ready. The reason why we're doing this is we've noticed over the years that we've been working in Kwanza-Makwe that children in grade 1 struggle to start to learn to read and write. And we wanted to try and prevent that from happening.
It's very sad because around here in the community, we find that we don't have special schools. We have to go far to find school for the children with special needs.
We sometimes cannot do what we are trained to do because of the space. Sometimes we are not given a space to do groups. Sometimes we are not given an opportunity to do what we are trained to do. doing the catch-up groups. There are two different kinds of children, the one who are very severe and the one who are doing catch-up just because they are more behind on their schoolwork. So we usually take them here so that they can do the program happening inside the classroom, but accordingly to their need. It's a full-service building that is supposed to cater all the children with special needs and the one with disabilities.
The government has legislated inclusion as part of their plan, but nothing much is happening yet within KZN that I'm aware of. The government has started to build almost therapy type units attached to those schools, which means that school is designated to be inclusive. And that's children with some kind of barrier to learning or a disability, a diagnosed disability, can go to that school and have access to education. But over the years, since we've been working there, that unit has been there, but is underutilized because there are no human resources being given to that school to use it specifically for inclusion. We believe that we're filling that gap of what the government has said inclusion is all about, and we're supporting through our CSCs as doing small groups to catch up children in their learning and including those who have been sent to this full service school, because it's known as a full service school and it does encourage all types of children to come, which is exciting, but then there hasn't been much training or skills given to teachers to know how to support these children.
You see, there was a time when all animals in Tingatinga were very, very busy, but the elephant wasn't, and he couldn't remember why. On Gyagmafizo once a month, I bath him, get him dressed, I take a taxi. Yeah, it's hard to move around, so you have to carry him, his bag, and he's heavy, so I don't know, they felt pity for me. Others, they say, shame, what's wrong? And I really don't like that. I'm not very comfortable about that.
Manje ngizama ukumvusa kanjeni, but ngimbamba izandla kuphela ukumsupport ukuthi makazame ukuzivukela aphinde azilalele ukuze kuzoqina ama-muscle awesisu nawomqala ukuze one day mase wazi ukuzihlalela kube easy ama-muscle abe eqinile.
I get scared to take him to a children's center because I don't know who will take care of him the way I used to do. Because I'm scared because he's shunted. I don't know how they're gonna take care of him. I'm scared. I'm scared. Maybe they'll drop him. I'm scared.
Working with children with disabilities, some of them do have shorter lifespans.
It's something that you cannot stop.
We have lost 4 children over the years.
We had like a few weeks with him and then he got sick and then he passed away. We were still trying to motivate her mother because she also didn't know much about disability.
That made us feel very sad because we could have done more.
When I was pregnant for my first child, I found out that she was disabled when she was already passed on. This gave me more heart to work with children, share their pain with mine so that they can relate to my story. They still have a chance to make things better for their children, which I didn't have. So that's why it's pushed me more to work with them.
feel that a lot of people aren't getting the opportunity to be able to get a matric and get a job and be able to live a fulfilled life. So part of Siyakwazi is not only supporting children with disabilities, but also to try and prevent learning barriers and learning difficulties. Buchle's story is a special one. It's always makes me smile because Buchle was one of the first referrals we ever had.
Ngesiyakwazi mina ngathi ngiyabonga ngoba namhlanje ingane yami ngiyakwazi ukuqhenya. Bengazi ukuthi ngizothatha ngihlanganise naye yabo. Ngase ngitshela mhlawumbe kuphelile ingane yami mhlawumbe ngikusaphinde ukwazi ukuhamba. Bengakwazi nje ukwenza behlelihleli ngoba yayingihlawula yiyona. Namhlanje uthi nomuntu ngihlangana indlela uthi hayibo ile ngane egula ngithi uyona.
She still doesn't have full use of the one side of her body and she never will, but she is functional, she's included, she's learning, she's reading, she's writing. Yeah, she's doing really well.
My favorite part is if I see that the child I'm supporting is improving. I'm happy.
So for the sake of the children, although sometimes it is hard, but little bit I see the progress. So that's what I love about this job, because I can say there's a lot of change that I made to the community.
They are so eager to learn, like every day. If they don't know something, they are so eager to learn. They want to learn, they want to learn.
Because I can see there's potential within every human being. So if you get what that potential is and you move them forward in their developments, you see a little bit of learning along the way and everyone gets encouraged.
In future, I would like to see Siyakwazi expanded to all good streets. Because there's lots of children who need help outside.
There's always something a child can do, and it's trying to help others to see that all children can learn. Every child can learn and reach their full potential.